his parents always sit right there. The guy he just raided. Ooh. Welcome, everyone, to tonight's football game. We are here at CHS Stadium, home of the Wolfpack. Tonight's contest is second round CIF action between the Mayfair Monsoons and your Claremont Wolfpack. I'm Rob Hoyle. Joining me later on will be Mike Collins, athletic director. He'll be giving us some football analysis. And always Brian Nearing with our stats, and my daughter, the birthday girl, Danny Hoyle, in the booth with the binoculars, helping us spot tonight's game. So tonight's game is a quarterfinal matchup between the Mayfair Monsoons and our Claremont Wolfpack. This season, the Mayfair Monsoons finished with a record of 7-4. They had a 3-2 record in league, finished third in the Gateway League, and both teams are in Division 7 for CIF playoffs. The Monsoons currently are ranked number 7. In Division 7, they're ranked number 3. Claremont, on the other hand, finished their season with a record of 8-2, finished 3-0, first place in the Palomares League. And in Division 7, they're currently ranked number 7. So it's a 3-7 matchup against the Monsoons and the Wolfpack tonight in quarterfinal CIF action. Before we start tonight's game, we want to thank some of our sponsors, Metro Honda and Metro Acura. Thank you for being supporters of Claremont football. Well, both teams have taken the field. Claremont has the ball and will kick off. Mayfair is going to start with the first possession.
This is definitely an exciting night right now.
It's a big night for Claremont. The school, the players, they've been talking about this game all week, and it's not unfamiliar ground or unfamiliar territory for Claremont. They were here last year as well. Last year in the quarterfinals, was it Laguna that we played last year?
I believe it was Laguna Beach.
Laguna Beach that we beat in quarterfinals, making it to the semis. Giles with the kickoff, taken just in front of the end zone.
Good coverage, excellent.
Ward on the return, getting to the 25-yard line.
Claremont's done a great job all year with their kick coverage, so that was another good job coming down the field, breaking down, making a good solid tackle.
First and 10 for Mayfair.
So the Mayfair will set up shop right at the 25-yard line. First possession of the game.
Looks like we've got a spread formation, trips open, quarterback keep.
That's their quarterback, number 2, Evan Tomich. He's the senior. Obviously the leading passer. He's also one of their leading rushers as well. He's averaging 42 rushing yards per game.
Yeah, that was definitely a design quarterback keep. Looks like Claremont's in their 30 front, which they showed last week against Hart on defense.
3 down linemen. Anthony Brianna comes up from the linebacker position. 2 others show as well. It's a run up the middle. That's number 8, Medrick Burnett Jr. Finally brought down by Kenny Ford on Claremont's half of the field.
That's a big run. That's power football. That's a blast to the left. Big fullback, lead blocker.
Mayfair's got some good size on their line. They've got some height. Ball's at the 32-yard line. First and 10 for Mayfair.
Same set. They got that fullback lead blocker out here. sweep right.
Number 24, Max Mitchell.
Max Mitchell with that jet sweep. Good gain on first down. Looks like about
Gain of about 5.
6.
5 or 6. Claremont 26
Gain of
yards.
6. They're going to have it at the 26-yard line.
2nd and 4.
I think we could see already this is going to be a physical game.
It is going to be a physical game. You don't get this far into the playoffs without playing good, hard football.
Well stated.
We saw this last week against Hart. With their very first drive, they looked unstoppable. They moved the ball down the field quite easily for a score.
Timeout, Mayfair.
It's only been a few plays, but Mayfair has been successful in moving the ball down. Timeout to the visitors.
Yeah, I know that the Wolfpack defense is certainly schooled up on what to do against this team. But it looks to me like Mayfair has a spread formation where they're going to throw the ball, run the zone keep, zone read, and then they also have where they have number 40 or 44 up tight as a wing. That's our fullback, and he's lead blocking on blast plays. That's what he's been doing. So maybe that might be a key for us when we see him in the game. If he's up there tight, that's a potential power running game.
And 44 for the Monsoons, that's Leroy Palou, listed 6'3", 245 as a tight end.
Yeah. So now they're in a, looks sort of like a pistol set.
There is Palou, tight end on the right. Stops the block, gets a pass. Caught. Looks like it was caught by number 18, Jaden Tanner.
Pushed out the 1 yard line.
And the safety, Caden Campazano, was able to push him out just short of the end zone.
First down for Mayfair.
Looks like they're going to spot the ball right about the 2-yard line.
2 yard line.
That pass was thrown before the kid made his break.
It was.
That was a really well-thrown ball. He threw it before the kid even made his break. By the time he turned, the ball was there. That's hard to defend that.
Tight end in motion. You're going to get a false start on Mayfair. Let's see what this does to their 1st and goal drive.
Losing back 5 yards. The 1st and goal from the 7.
So Mayfair, there's not a lot that you can use to compare against Mayfair. If there's no common opponents that Claremont has had with Mayfair this season, the closest thing was their win last week, the overtime win over Glendora. Glendora also played South Hills, I believe, who we also beat. It's a run up the middle.
And up the middle to Burnett.
Much better job there defensively, keeping their pad level down, getting underneath those blocks. But Mayfair is going to run power ball here.
They are. That was Burnett Jr., the 220-pound senior with the rush up the middle. He got a few yards on it, didn't quite make up for the penalty yards. So it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 6.
I think it's 2nd and goal right now.
2nd and goal.
Yeah.
You're correct. Yeah, that's right. The penalty. That's a keeper. Tomic kept it himself. Did a zone replay. Faked it to the running back, kept it himself, but Claremont defended that one well.
That was an incredible tackle by Leaper, number 9's Leaper. Wow, because you had number 44 pulling, so he's kicking out. Leaper got underneath that block and made the tackle on the quarterback keep. That's a design quarterback trap coming back, and that's really hard to stop. So great job defensively, especially Leaper.
Great read by Leaper from that outside linebacker position. Leaper, he's one of the captains for the Wolfpack this year and showed it on that play.
Third down. Let's go, Pat.
3rd and goal from the 5-yard line for Mayfair. And we're going to get a Claremont timeout.
Timeout.
So on a play like that, when the offensive set, a guy's in motion, what would cause Claremont to call that timeout?
Well, I think they felt like they weren't in position to stop what they had. And this is a big play. If they keep them out of the end zone here, they might just go for a field goal. But I think Coach Heil saw something, probably Anthony up on top, sees defensively they're not ready for that set.
Right.
They were in a power set, so they had a tight end in. They had the big 44 in motion. He's a kick out or a lead blocker, so I think he just didn't feel like he had the right personnel in there. No other reason to lose a timeout unless you're not ready.
You can't take them with you to the second half. So, in the important situations.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Turn mine up then a little bit. Because I don't talk too loud.
Here we go again. Tomich in the shotgun. He's got Burnett Jr. behind him. It's a handoff to Burnett Jr.
Nice.
Met at the line of scrimmage. Tackled by the Wolfpack. That's a tackle by number 2, the safety, Caden Campazano.
Excellent job, Rob. That was excellent. And that's what they wanted to look at. They were in a full house backfield, 3 backs in the backfield, 2 lead blockers and a tailback. That's hard to stop, and they did a good job of penetrating, taking out the lead blocker, and then making that great tackle. Good job, Campazano.
That was a good stop by Claremont, holding the Monsoons to a field goal attempt. And the kick is good. So Mayfair scores first with a short field goal, putting themselves at a 3-0 with 7 minutes, 47 seconds left in the first quarter.
If I'm Claremont, though, I'm saying that's a success right there. You just kept them out of the end zone. You kept up from getting a touchdown, and that's important. So that's a great job defensively, tightening it up down in the red zone. So let's see what they can do now. Get a good return here and move the ball down, see if they can stop our offense.
You're absolutely right. You can look at the big plays that Mayfair had on that drive, the long runs, the missed tackles. But really, if all it results in is a field goal, you feel pretty good about it.
Exactly. That's really, really good.
Yeah. And Claremont has showed their defense has showed what they've been doing all season. It's one thing to play defense over the stretch of the whole field. Here's the kickoff by Mayfair. It's a short one, caught at about the 10-yard line, just beyond it by Cohen Martinez. Cohen Martinez finds a space, gets past the 25-yard line, almost to the 30. Looks like Claremont's going to start right around the 28, 29-yard line. Decent field position.
Absolutely. I think anytime you return the ball past the 25, that's a success. And, normally if it's an end zone kick, then it's on the 20. So that's positive 8 yards. So,
All right. So Claremont's offense, quarterbacked by number 12, Nathan Giles.
We're in empty first set.
Alone in the shotgun. He's got 3 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. He looks to pass. Out in the flat, he finds number 3, Anthony Alvarado. Could be complete for a short gain. 2-3 yards on that.
But the positive is we completed that pass. That's good.
We did. And that was 3 yards, 4 yards, you might think, oh, it's a short pass, but he had to throw it the whole length of the field towards the sideline.
That's a 25-yard
pass. That's a 25-yard pass. Alone in the shotgun again. 5 receiver set. And they're going to look to throw it again. Another curl out to his left. This one complete to Caden Campazano. More positive yardage on the play. That's going to bring them up to about the 36, 37-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and 2 for the Wolfpack.
I definitely think that Mayfair was not expecting us to come out and empty. They were thinking we were going to be in an I-back set with Caden running the ball 10 times in a row and 2 straight passes out of empty.
Well, that's all coaching, right?
Oh, yeah.
Zigging when they think you're going to zag, coming up with the right play call. Giles under center this time. He's got Brandon Cole in motion as the lead blocker. Gives it to Campuzano. Hits a player, hits another player, and then he's off. Oh, a shoestring tackle by number 10, Jamarco Hunkin. And that was the last man to beat. If he didn't make that tackle on Caden's boot, it was off to the races.
Yeah, that, I'll tell you what, great job by Caden, but he's been doing that all year. But I'll tell you, the offensive line did a great job. That was actually a counter, pulling the backside lineman to kick out and lead through. And Caden found the first initial hole and then bounced. It was, wow. He was hit before the first down marker.
What's impressive is that he makes contact and then he bounces off. And then he makes contact with the next guy and he bounces off. And before you know it, he's 5 yards downfield. So Claremont converts 1st and 10 on Mayfair's side of the field. They're going to take a shot. Pass intended for Campuzano down that left sideline. Was he lined up as a receiver or was that a wheel route?
No, he was a receiver. We were in empty again. He was it is a wheel route. He was in the slot position. He was the number 2 receiver on this side. And you're absolutely right. We had a slant with a wheel behind it.
Well, all things run through number 2. He's a big part of the offense. Caden averages 105 rushing yards per game, and on top of that, 59 receiving yards per game. He's got 18 total touchdowns on the season.
We're back in our normal set with I-back pistol.
Like some miscommunication there on the play. Looked to be a handoff. Giles kept it in himself, scrambled, and ended up losing a couple yards.
Yeah, absolutely. That was one of their signature power plays where they pull a guard, kick out, lead through with the fullback. But I don't know if that was meant for him to keep that or if he just missed handoff. Brings up a hard situation now, though, third and 11. 3rd
and long for Claremont. We'll see what offensive coordinator Ryan Campuzano has dialed up for this 3rd and long. Giles in shotgun. The fake handoff to Campuzano. Screen to Leaper on that right side. He's got some open space, and he's going to get the first down.
Huge play. Good call. Just a great call. That's trips open, trips to our right, wide receiver screen out to Leaper. Makes a great run. Good job.
Great call on 3rd and long. The screen play to Leaper. Leaper's also the leading receiver on the team. He missed some game. He's been playing defense primarily, but he missed some time on offense, and even still, with his early season stats, is still the leading receiver on the team. So 1st and 10 for Claremont. Strong power formation. They run it to the right side with Campuzano. Great downfield blocking by Brandon Cole. In that power running formation, they've got Campuzano as the tailback with 2 fullbacks in front of him. It's usually LeBay and Cole in that double fullback set. Brandon Cole had his man blocked 10 yards downfield at the end of that play. So it looked to be a gain of 4. It's going to be 2nd and 6 for Claremont at the 30-yard line. Giles rolls out to his left. Maybe looking to throw, maybe looking to keep. For those rollouts by Giles can be dangerous. We've seen in the last couple games where Giles will roll out one way, checks down his receivers, and then the last check down is just keep it and run. And when he gets off to the races, there's no catching him. He's ran that for several touchdowns this season. Short gain on the play. Going to bring up about 3rd and 4 at the 32-yard line. Giles in shotgun. He's got Campuzano to his left. 3 receivers out right.
Oh, there's the wheel route.
And there's Campazano. Just off his hands. Throw was a little, he had to slow down. Throw was a little behind him, but he was open. He was open, and he was going to take that for 6.
That's a touchdown. That's a good call by his dad, Ryan. Excellent play. We've been running that play for decades, but bringing your back out of the backfield to run a wheel route as that wide receiver slants in, and if you saw that play develop, nobody went to the running back. It was
nobody. He may have had a safety somewhere in the area, but when Caden's one-on-one with the defender, he's usually going to win those battles.
Yeah.
So 4th and 4, Claremont chooses to go for it here from the 27-yard line. And we have a timeout called. Timeout Claremont. That's our second timeout of the half. Well, 10 minutes before game time, we were looking at the student section thinking, where is everybody? It's a CIF playoff game. It's a home game. Granted, it's Veterans Day, and there was no school today, but typical teenage behavior. They were just running a little bit late. They're here now in force. The Claremont Crazies have the whole east side of the stadium packed, here to cheer on the Wolfpack. Well, last time Claremont called a timeout, it ended up working in their favor. They were on defense at the time, ended up dialing in the perfect defensive call to stop Mayfair. Now on offense, let's see what they use those 30 seconds for. 4th and 4 for Claremont. Giles in the shotgun. Caden in motion. It's going to be a fake handoff to Cole. Oh, and he's got Dunphy, the tight end, up the middle. Dunphy gets hit as he catches it, and the ball falls incomplete. Well, I like that play call. That play had potential. It had success written all over it. Not only would Dunphy have gotten the first down, he would have ran a ways too.
Yeah, that was a great call. I mean, they, just one split second away from completing that, so I thought that was a great drive.
It was a good drive. We drove about 2/3 of the field, ended up pinning Mayfair back on their own 28-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Monsoons. Tomic, shotgun, he's going to throw it.
Oh.
Pass complete, immediately tackled by Campazano. That was caught by number 6, Zach Peace. The 5'11 senior for the Monsoons.
Great break on the ball by Campazano.
He was there to meet him as soon as he caught it.
Excellent tackle, and I think the receiver felt that. But that was a good play action by them. They're motioning that big fullback tight end, number 44, and we're thinking power, and then they play action. So not a bad call by them.
Campazano can certainly close the gap in open space. If you watched last week's game, the interception that he had against Hart, he came out of nowhere to catch that ball. So here we are, 2nd and 6. He's going to fake to his right. Tomic is going to keep it. He's going to run for the first down. Mm-hmm. Ball out right at the 40-yard line.
That's a good job by their QB, but we actually had hands on him for about a 4-yard gain that we fell off. So we got to wrap up. You got to make the tackle. You got to make tackles, especially in a big game. Oh, we got a big call right there, a holding call.
Well, that's a backbreaker for Mayfair. Instead of the first down up at the 40, the holding call is going to take them back to their own 18-yard line. That's a tough break for Mayfair.
Yeah, and on the other side, what a great break for the Wolfpack, because they were almost to midfield. So that's a big play. Let's see if they can take advantage of it now.
Yeah, I didn't see where the holding was, but sometimes when a big play happens, there's a reason why. So 2nd and long for the Monsoons. Play action is going to be a pass. He finds number 11, Jalen Baker. Big pickup on the play.
That's like an 18-yard play right there. That's the kind of play you don't want to give up, especially right at that point. But the way we're playing off number 11, I got to believe that 11's a pretty special receiver because we're 10 yards off them.
Yeah, they've got a matchup. They've got a mismatch matchup there. Jalen Baker stands at 6'4", and he had Alvarado covering him on that play, who is not 6'4". We'll just say Mighty Mouse. But I tell you what, pound for pound, probably the strongest kid in the weight room.
That's good. Deserves to be out there, so he's doing a good job. He's starting for this defense.
So Mayfair makes up for the penalty. It's 3rd and 1.
That's offsides by Mayfair. That's a big mistake right there.
Penalties have been the story in this drive, just killed them. False start for Mayfair. That's going to push him back 5 yards. Changing 3rd and 1 into 3rd and 6, making their chance at converting much tougher. So from the 31-yard line, Mayfair sets up. Tomich in the shotgun.
Oh, no.
Tomich runs for it. Good zone read handoff. I think we bid on it. Didn't contain that right edge. He was able to scramble ahead for 10 yards.
Yeah, what they're running is they're running a quarterback counter, so the right side guard and tackle are both pulling to the left. So they fake the zone going towards us and run the counter, what looks like zone keep back the other way, but with a counter block. So it's hard to defend. We need to stay home. We need to wrong arm that.
So when the quarterback keeps it, he's got a little caravan ahead of him.
He does, yeah. Those two guys pulling are leading the way.
There's a handoff to Heredia, number 7 for the Monsoons. He gets positive yardage, about 4 yards on the play.
Yeah, their big success right now is coming from the lead block, so that was a fullback power to the left. I think that's going to be the last play of this first quarter.
14 seconds left in the first quarter. Mayfair chooses to just walk off to the sidelines, let the clock expire. So as the seconds tick off, we're going to have a first quarter score, 3-0 Mayfair. We could take this time to thank some more of our sponsors. Stephanie Bradhurst with Casa Colina, Marina Ramirez with C21 Prime Realtors, Amanda Thompson at My Gym, Sarah Griffin Real Estate Consultants, Calstro Hospice, the Haranek family supporting Carson Mowbray, and Hanker supporting Shane McDermott. Thank you for supporting Wolfpack Soccer Football. That was a little slip up. I did some soccer announcing here for a long time. Sometimes I forget which sport well, in some parts of the world.
I'll tell you what, that was a good first quarter. That was physical. I think these two teams got to know each other a little bit. Now let's get to playing some really good ball. Let's see if we could step it up a level.
Both teams have been able to move the ball. We'll see what sort of adjustments the defensive coordinators make. So second down for Mayfair. Starting off the second quarter here with a run to the left side. He's going to gain a few yards, just past midfield.
Yeah, I mean, some people would say that's old school. They're in a tight end formation with the fullback, tailback, running power to the edge. So that kind of football still works. This is a big play right here, though, 3rd and 5. I think a big stop here would force them to punt.
Well, penalties have been their nemesis on their drive. Let's see what they can do with 3rd and 4 here, right at midfield. be a keep by the quarterback. Tomic straight up the middle.
Yeah.
Gets that Mayfair first down, tackled by Brandon Cole.
He had room to run straight up the middle.
Yeah, they're having a hard time with that play right there. That's that QB counter again. So the tight end 44 H-back that's motioning across to the right, he turns and comes back along with a guard. Guard kicks out. He leads through, and there goes quarterback. So it's a quarterback counter coming back off of the zone fake. That's a huge play.
And it was enough for the first down. First and 10 for Mayfair. This time it's a handoff. That's Ryan Heredia.
Tackled by number 89, Ryan Dunphy.
Good tackle by Ryan Dunphy.
Gain of 4 on the play, second and 6.
Dunphy's at that right defensive end position. We got a stoppage of play here. Looks like a minor injury. I wouldn't call it an injury. A little scrape on the elbow. Having the trainers look at that. So Ordonez comes in for LeBay at the middle linebacker position. Mayfair's got 4 receivers. He's going to throw to his right. Screen pass. That was number 18, Jaden Tanner. And good tackle made by the cornerback, Tyson Redding.
That was a really good job by the corner. He's all alone out there. He's being stock blocked by the receiver. Comes off his block to make the play. That's a good job. But we're going to need to step up and not give that easy of a play open for a wide receiver out there, a little wide receiver screen.
Handoff. A good stop at the line of scrimmage there. Heredia tried to run it up the middle that time, and he was met by Julian Zacharias.
Excellent. That was excellent play defensively.
And it's great to see Julian Zacharias on the field. He's missed several games. Luckily, we with a win last week that gave one more week of the season at least for Julian to get in there and play another game here his senior year. So 2nd and 9 for Mayfair. He's going to hand this one off again to Heredia.
Great defensive play. They're in a full house power backfield there where they have everybody lead blocking for that tailback. For us to give them only a couple yard gain on that is really, really good.
And that was Brandon Cole, one of the middle linebackers on that tackle. I can easily say the strongest young man on the football team.
He's a player.
He's a beast.
Man, I like him both ways. He plays great defense at linebacker, and he's a good running back as well.
And when he gets ahead of steam going, he can put a lick on a running back.
We need a big stop here. They're in pistol right now. Fullback, tailback out of shotgun.
3rd and long. 3rd and 7 for Mayfair. Thomas is going to step back and throw. He's got some pressure in the pocket. He's scrambling, but they're able to contain. He loses the ball. Loses the ball, and Claremont jumps on it. That's going to be a turnover for Claremont. Number 23, we just called his number. Brandon Cole with the recovery. Claremont takes over on the fumble.
Yes, that's incredible. That's what good pursuit does for you. It makes great things happen. You had 9 helmets flying to the football right there, and they were pursuing like their hair was on fire. Great things happen. Quarterback coughed up the ball. Great recovery.
And it started with the pressure on the quarterback from the right side of that line. The right side got in. He didn't have time to just stand there and throw, so he scrambled. And the farther he scrambled, the better we stretched and extended the play and contained him until eventually he just lost the football.
Absolutely.
So Claremont takes over at their own 35-yard line. 2 fullbacks blocking for Campuzano. He's going to run it up the middle. 5 yards and a pile of dust. Pretty typical play call for Claremont.
Excellent play. This is where they can establish their will on Mayfair. They can literally start pounding the ball at them.
Well, if you can run it up the middle for 5 yards a clip, it's pretty hard to stop that as a defense.
They've been doing a great job of mixing their plays up this year. So that set right there was, again, a shotgun, so we call it pistol. They were in a full house backfield, meaning 3 backs. Now their next play, they're in spread, twins, 2 receivers each side.
He's got Ray Rosales as his running back. Fakes to him. Pulls it back, looking for a receiver. And he's got Leaper. In the hands, but broken up. Good defensive play there by Chaz Gilbreth for the Monsoons. Leaper had that catch. Just couldn't quite haul it in. Well, I'm impressed at how much time Giles had to throw on that play.
Yeah, well, he creates for himself back there. He did a good job of scrambling out, creating the play, and that play extended into the sidelines here, took out one of our old coaches coming back to watch, one of the Webster brothers, and got knocked down. I'm glad he's okay. Now we're back in the pistol, full house.
3rd and 5 for Claremont. Up the middle. Camposano follows his lead blockers for a few yards.
About 2 yards short of the first down. Got an injured Monsoon on the field.
Official timeout. There's a Monsoon player down on the field.
4th and 2.
So, Mike, you coached a long time here at Claremont, 30 plus years?
Well, I did 30 years of head coaching, but 20 of them were here. And then the other time I was at Covina High School before I got here. I came here in 1994 before most of these kids were born.
Just a bit. I started here in 1997, and you were the football coach as long as I could remember before you finally stepped down. So I'm wondering, at this point in the season, once you get into the playoffs, you obviously you don't want to show your whole playbook during the regular season. People have plenty of film, plenty of tape that they can use to watch you. So at this point in the playoffs, are you inventing new plays and installing them at practice, or have you always had some plays and you're just saving those for the playoffs?
Well, usually the plays that we saved were for league because we wanted to win league at first to get to the playoffs. But we might have added a couple plays for playoffs, but really we were fine-tuning what we do. We were typically a running team most of those years, and then when we had the great quarterbacks of Kessler's and all them coming through, we went some spread. But we fine-tuned what we did. We said, you're going to have to stop us.
All right, well, Mayfair has that exact task right now. 4th and 2. Claremont challenging them to stop them right here. Fumble on the snap. All Giles can do is jump on it. But it really didn't matter who jumped on it, being that it was 4th down. Claremont didn't get a chance to convert that 4th down. They're going to turn it over on downs to the Monsoons. So with 6 minutes, 29 seconds left in the second quarter, Mayfair starts with pretty good field position. They're going to have it on Claremont's 38. So Tomic at quarterback. Steps back to pass. Pass is caught by Matt Ward and immediately met and tackled by Zach Leeper. Zach Leeper closed that gap quickly. Tomic has a decent arm. He's got some zip on that ball. It's not like he floats it up there where the defense has a chance to get under it, pick it off. He has thrown 5 interceptions on the season. He's fumbled it 5 times. But with a pretty good zip on that pass, he's able to make the completion for 4th yard. For 4 yards, this is going to be 2nd and 6 here. It's a fake handoff. He's got a receiver looking at the end zone. I think Caden at the safety position had it marked the whole way. Jordan Fatolo looked like he was open, but You need 20 yards of separation from Campuzano to really be open.
Yeah, the quarterback does have a good arm, though. He can get the ball out there. So I think he's a good dual threat. We've got to really be ready for run and pass here.
Well, that incompletion brings up third down, 3rd and 6. Thomas takes it in the shotgun. He's got the pressure, and he's sacked. Taken down in the backfield by number 50, Julian Zacharias. Welcome back, Julian.
Now that's a big-time sack at a big-time of the game. I mean, wow, good job.
Julian just imposed his will through that line and landed on top of the quarterback.
And you know what? He had a receiver open for just a second there, and he was just about ready to unload it. So that sack was huge.
But this season, I feel like that's been Claremont's way of stopping the pass. Not necessarily with blanket coverage, but with pressure on the quarterback. Punt's a little short, gets a good roll. They're going to be able to down this inside the 5. Claremont's going to have a long field ahead of them.
Yeah, that's really, really tough when, the punt game is so big. I can't tell you how many hours we spent on our punt returner catching that ball in the air with a fair catch call, because you get a 15-yard roll like that, that's just not right. And so I also know that it's dangerous, but it takes a lot of work, a lot of live practice, of course without hitting them, but just with a lot of commotion around them.
Hey, the last thing you want to do is try to catch that funny bouncing ball and end up turning it over.
Right. You want to catch that in the air.
Well, Claremont takes over. That's the good news. The bad news is they're at, looks like their own 4 or 3 yard line. Campuzano in motion. Giles looks to pass. He's got a wide open Kenny Ford over the middle. Ford makes the catch for the first down.
Great pass by our quarterback, Giles. That was incredible.
Giles showing some zip on his arm too there.
You know what? I know that Kenny Ford wasn't the main receiver on that route. I'll tell you that right now. But he looked off. They ran the wheel with Campuzano in motion, and the defenders immediately flew out to the flats to where Campuzano was, and he hit the slant. Excellent job. Great catch by you, Kenny Ford.
Great play, great catch. And not only that, but they get out from the shadow of their own goalpost. They're at their own 15-yard line now, 1st and 10. That's a rollout. Giles scrambles for it. He had some good amount of blockers there with him. It looked like he was going to pull it back and pass. Maybe that was just a decoy. Was able to scramble ahead for a few yards.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like a design run. They had that last week on that 4th down play against Hart. They ran a design quarterback keep, and it gained like 30 yards for a big first down and kept that game really on our side. But the linemen are on the line of scrimmage, so it might be a run or pass option for him.
Well, when you end up on Rogan's Heroes, running with a quarterback run for a touchdown, other schools tend to notice.
Oh, yeah.
So here we are, 2nd and 7 for the Wolfpack. Another rollout. Giles just has to throw it away. I'm not sure what that play was designed to do.
I think that's their play action off of their full house set. They've got the 3 backs in the backfield. They play action run, and then he rolled out.
Giles having a conversation with the referee.
On the other side of the ball, Mayfair has had defenders in the right spot on every play. So they're really well coached. They've looked at our offense. They've dissected our playbook, and they have their kids in the right spot at least. They're not being fooled on anything.
Yeah, not a lot of free runs so far for Claremont. Giles in the shotgun. 3rd and 7. Looking for a receiver. He rolls out to his right. He finds Leaper, on the left sideline, just a yard beyond the first down marker. First down, Claremont.
Awesome play. Great job by the QB extending the play, and good job by Leaper finding an opening out there and staying in it and catching that ball.
And smartly knowing where that first down marker was.
Exactly.
Last thing you want to do is make a great catch 1 yard short of the first down. But Giles has showed that all season, where he can use his legs, he can use his speed because he is fast. He can use it to just sort of gently scramble left, scramble right, extend the play, give his receivers time to find the soft spots.
Absolutely.
So first down for Claremont, up at the 25-yard line. It's going to be a handoff to Campuzano, up the middle, finds the second level. That's a good gain on first down.
It is. You know, they've got almost 8 guys in the box right now to stop the run. And, wow, we did a good job putting hats on people. Good low pad level, and we're starting to drive people off the ball. That's good.
You know, some of the players this week were telling me that last week against Hart High School, they had some big guys. They had tall players, big players. Third and fourth quarter, that the conditioning was the difference. Claremont was just better conditioned. They weren't gassed by the fourth quarter. And it shows in the running game on plays like that. Still early in the game, though. Just under 3 minutes left in the first half. Campuzano with a good cutback run. Able to turn a possible loss into a first down. They're going to give him the first down yardage on that.
Wow.
That was a favorable spot.
That really was. And if you're looking how many defenders are in the box now to stop the run, there was 9. So they had 9 of their players committed to stop Campuzano and running the football on that play.
9 players stopping the run. Only 2.
Yeah. So now we got a trip. So
in case we pass.
Let's see what they do. Now they flex number 6 out, but he's still reading run.
4 down linemen, 4 linebackers. And a dangerous pass. He's looking for Alvarado out on that left side. Threw it a little high.
Yeah, I think he had made his mind up he was going to throw that, and the DB did not pedal at all. He never backed up. He sat and squatted in the flats. That becomes a dangerous throw.
He might have been eyeballing him a little too much.
I think what Mayfair's doing with the trip set on them is they have 1 guy sitting in the flat and 2 guys over the top, quarter flat.
So they're willing to give up the short stuff, just not the long stuff. So with that incomplete, it brings up 2nd and 10. It's going to be a handoff up the middle. Campuzano with another short run. 2-yard gain. Bringing up 3rd and long.
We missed a block on that, but we're 1 block away from that being very successful. They pulled both guard and tackle from the left to the right and ran a counter. Campuzano got behind the block, but we missed a block on the backer.
So that brings up 3rd and 8. Got a pistol formation, 2 running backs, and the tight end in motion over to the right side. There's a penalty flag thrown. Giles is going to run for days,
nice.
But I feel like this one might come back. A second flag is thrown at the end of that run. That might be interesting. The officials are discussing. There was a flag thrown just at the snap, and then one at the far end of that running play.
You know, if it's a penalty on both sides, they're going to replay the down. But
and I guess you could say that benefits Mayfair because it negates the first down.
Yeah.
But if they offset, if the initial flag was, say, a false start on Claremont, then the second flag, well, we'll see what it is. We got holding against Claremont, and we've got false start against Claremont. Those don't offset, do they?
No.
Okay.
Wow. It's just tough. Penalties, crush drives. They really turn the tide of a game. We got to not let that happen.
Well, you just feel like you're swimming upstream when you have penalties slowing down your drive like this. So that's going to take them back 5 yards farther. It's going to be 3rd and 13 for Claremont. 1 running back, 4 receivers. It's going to be a fake handoff. He fake pumps. He's looking for the deep ball. He's got Kenny Ford open. Throws it to him. Incomplete. Where Kenny Ford was streaking across the 45-yard line, had left his receiver. Giles was just scrambling a little too much to find him.
Yeah, that's a hard play. They were kind of counting on him to make something happen there with his feet, I think, and tried to force the ball into forward crossing. But you could tell they're keeping backers in as spies, what we used to call them. If we had a running quarterback, we would spy the quarterback. So they're keeping 2 guys in, or at least 1, to spy on the quarterback.
And you'll see that even at the pro level, too. Mm-hmm. Certain running quarterbacks, you just have a dedicated person spying them, watching them, in case they scramble. Well, here's the punt by Lopez, fielded by Mayfair around the 35-yard line. He's going to gain about 7 yards on the return, bringing them up near midfield, right about the 47-yard line.
Great coverage. I don't know who it was, but running back started to take the ball towards their bench, and he forced the running back back in. So great job of containing that return. Let's hope we need to stop them, keep the score at 3-0 going in with 1 minute left in the half.
1 minute left in the half. Mayfair takes over possession on their own half of the field. So Mayfair's defense did what they needed to do. They were aided by a couple penalties. And now with a minute left, they're going to have to drive the field, see if they can add some more points. Tomic had players in his face as he threw that ball. It's a positive gain, completion for about 4 yards. And more importantly for Mayfair, the receiver catches the ball and takes it out of bounds. That stops the clock with 58 seconds left in the half. That takes the ball just past the 50-yard line. They'll be on Claremont's 49-yard line on this play. 2nd and 6. Tomic in the shotgun. He's got a receiver to his right. It's going to be a handoff to number 7. He makes a nice cut inside the linebacker. Claremont is pointing like the ball was fumbled. No sign by the officials yet. They're marking the play dead. Well, Heredia for the Monsoons comes up with the ball. And a timeout is called by Mayfair. So they preserve what time is left, 44 seconds left in this first half. Ball sitting at the 36-yard line. And with this stoppage, we should thank some more of our sponsors. We Got 'Em Tees. Yesenia Arias with Gold Line. Angie Kacharian with Allstate. The Groff family sponsors. The LeBay family sponsors. And Perry Thomas Construction. Thank you for supporting Claremont football. So here come the Monsoons back onto the field. 44 seconds left in the first half. 3 receivers out, 1 running back. Tomic in the shotgun. It's going to be a keeper by Tomic. Straight up the middle. Fake handoff. Keeper straight up the middle. That's going to be enough for the first down. Brief stoppage while they move the chains. Ball's at the 39-yard line of Claremont now. 34 seconds and running. Clock continues to run. Looking for a pass. That's caught. Oh, not caught. Intended for Jordan Fatolo, number 5 for the Monsoons. He had it. He looked downfield for the defender a little too soon. Fumbled the ball. Ended up dropping it incomplete. That would have been a big gain for the Monsoons right there. That would have probably closed about half the gap between here and the end zone. Fortunately for the Wolfpack, the ball's dropped. And the minor advantage for the Monsoons is that it stops the clock. So second down, 2nd and 10. Tomic in the shotgun, drops back to pass. He's got a receiver almost the same as last play. The receiver found a soft spot in the secondary there. Ball was slightly underthrown to him. It was number 21, Matt Ward. Hit him in the gut, and he just couldn't bring it in. Ball drops incomplete. That brings up 3rd and 10 for the Soons. 20 seconds left in the first half. You got to think it's 4-down territory here. Even if they get minor yardage here on 3rd down, I think they'll go for it on 4th. 3-man rush. Tomic is forced out of the pocket, scrambles toward the sidelines, eventually pushed out of bounds by Leaper. That's going to stop the clock with 11 seconds left. It also brings up 4th down. So a modest 5-yard gain there for Mayfair. It's going to be 4th and 5. Ball is sitting at the 34-yard line.
11 seconds on the clock.
And with 11 seconds, they're not going to punt. They're going to go for it. Heredia, the lone back. Tomic in the shotgun. Got double receivers on each side. Here's the snap. Dunphy with pressure in the backfield. Forces Tomic to scramble. He's going to pick up the first down with 2 seconds left. And that's going to end the first half. Positive scramble by the quarterback, but with limited time left, he's not able to do anything with it. And Mayfair falls short. Sorry, with 2 seconds, they call a timeout. The first down does benefit them. It's a timeout for Mayfair.
Timeout, Mayfair. 2 seconds.
First down, 2 seconds left. Just enough time for one more play.
23-yard line. First and 10, 2 seconds on the clock.
So with the ball at the 23-yard line, we'll see what Mayfair's going to do. Looks like their place kicker is coming out. They're going to try for a field goal. Holder is set at the 30. That's going to make this a 40-yard field goal attempt. Snap is a bit high. The kick is off. It's got plenty of leg, but it's wide left, and it's no good. Wide left. Time expires in the first half on the missed field goal attempt by Mayfair, and these teams are going to go into the locker room 3-0. Monsoons on top of the Wolfpack. Let's wrap up this first half by thanking some more of our sponsors. Idaho Realty, Lost Levels Arcade, Claremont Modern Dentistry, DJ Junior G, Ubatuba, and the Be Perfect Step Foundation. Thank you for proudly supporting Claremont Wolfpack football. We're going to take a short break for halftime. Stick with us. In about 10-15 minutes, we will be back for the second half between the Mayfair Monsoons and the Claremont Wolfpack. Welcome back to the second half of football action here at CHS Stadium. Just coming back from our halftime break with a halftime score. The Mayfair Monsoons kicked a field goal in the first half, held Claremont scoreless. 3-0 is your halftime score. Could have been 6-0 if Mayfair had converted on that last-second field goal attempt. Claremont's going to start with the ball in the second half. That's good for Claremont. They're in unfamiliar territory right now. They're not used to being held scoreless after 2 quarters of play.
But on the other end, it was a great defensive first half. By both teams, they're both playing great D, and offenses are going to have to find their stride in this second half. But a very physical game, so well matched.
Kickoff goes to the left side. That's Caden Campuzano. Good run ahead. He gets himself past the 30-yard line, right about the 31. And that's where Claremont will set up shop with their first drive of the second half.
Well, now we see what both coaching staffs did to refire their teams up at half, to make any adjustments that they need to do to come out and attack.
You know, they say there's always 2 halves of football, and it's interesting to see what sort of halftime adjustments these coaches make. Claremont starts with the ball. Giles in shotgun. He's going to hand off up the middle to Campuzano. No, he's going to keep it himself. 2 Monsoons were there to meet him in the backfield. They're going to lose a few yards on that play.
Yeah, the backside DNs are just sitting there. They're waiting for him to keep it. They saw the films last week. They saw what he did. They don't want to let him loose.
They might just be content with letting us run the ball while spying the quarterback to prevent him from running the ball. So that brings up 2nd and 12. Already in a little hole, Claremont is. Giles in the shotgun. He's got 3 receivers to his left, 1 to the right. Pass complete. Modest gain of about 4 yards. That was the tight end, Ryan Dunphy, with the completion there.
And they may have something there with the wheel route coming off the side towards us with Campuzano. That time they did have a backer that was spying Campy, but I think that could have been a possible play there.
Campy did come on the wheel route on the near side of the field, but Giles rolled to his left. So either he didn't see him or it was a decoy. So that brings up 3rd and long. About 8 yards to go for Claremont. Giles looking to pass. Intended for Campuzano on a flat crossing route, just a little ahead of him. Those sideways passes, the screen passes, or those flat routes, they're tough to throw. You got to have a really good aim, because if you throw it too far behind him, then he can't catch it. And since they're running that sideways, the receiver has so little ability to adjust to the ball. The ball has to be spot on. A little ahead, a little behind, and it's too hard to catch.
Yeah, I think when we see that pass be completed, we take it for granted, but it is a very, very hard pass to complete, and it takes a lot of practice, a lot of hours.
So Claremont brings in the punt unit. Good punt downfield. It's going to take a good bounce. Picked up by the Monsoon player. Kenny Ford tries to throw him down for a tackle. He doesn't go down. The ball comes loose, but he's able to jump on it himself. Matt Ward, the punt returner there for the Monsoons. He was lucky to get that ball back.
That was really a great play by Kenny Ford. I've been really impressed with him. If you look at him, he's playing full-time defense, but he's also playing at least half the time on offense at receiver. So he's all over the place, and then he's on punt coverage. He's on kickoff teams. Just a good, incredible athlete for this team. Good job, Kenny.
Kenny's got that inner drive. He's got the motor that just doesn't stop. So the Soons are going to start at their own 32-yard line. They bring 44 in motion again, like they often do. It's going to be a pitch Out to number 8, Burnett Jr. And Tyler Bay was there to bring him down. Good tackle, only about 1.5 yards, maybe a yard gain on that play.
Yeah,
it looked like it should have been more.
Well, great job by Anthony Heil and his defense. I mean, they had a 50 front. They shifted with the motion to the strength side, and they really are in great position to stop the run with that defensive front. They're doing the same thing again.
So Palou in motion again. He's going to fake the handoff to Medrick. He keeps it himself. He's able to scramble, finding some open field. He's going to get the first down. Eventually brought out of bounds by LeBay. But when your middle linebacker has to make the tackle 15 yards downfield, that's not a good sign.
No, it's not. And we missed the tackle there. We actually had that play stopped, and we gave him a lane to run through. We had probably three defenders on the ball.
It looked like he might have been stopped short of the first down, but like you said, broke through some arm tackles and brings himself up to the 45-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Monsoons. It's going to be a handoff to Burnett. He's being chased sideways. Good outside contained by the Wolfpack there. Brandon Cole, he's so quick in that backfield. Pursuing him, Zach Leeper eventually made the tackle.
Yeah, Cole, great job scraping down, staying on that play, and great diving shoestring tackle there.
Boy, if Burnett had any thought of trying to cut back on that run, Cole would have been on top of him fast.
Agreed.
So a very short 1-yard gain, maybe even a little bit less than a yard. It's going to bring up 2nd and 9. Claremont showing a lot of pressure up on the defensive line. The quarterback is hit. The ball is loose. They're going to call it an incomplete pass. Well, that is unfortunate for the Wolfpack.
Yeah, they're saying his arm was going forward, but the white hat was right there on it. I mean, he's staring right there at that play. So, but great pressure, good call, good blitz. Really good job by the defense there. This is a big play, though.
3rd and long, 9 yards to go for the first down.
They may try to isolate down here on number 11.
Yeah,
he's all by himself down here with our DB here.
That's Baker, the 6'4" receiver.
Yeah, they're isolating him.
Tomic back to pass. Dunphy was in the backfield. He's going to scramble. He's going to come close to that first down. I think they're going to give it to him.
Yeah, right now in this drive, their quarterback is keeping the play alive. He's making these plays a la what Giles did, before. So it's just...
And it's not that he's beaten with speed. He's just bobbing and weaving. He's cutting left. He's shifty. He's hard to get a beat on. And by the time you do, he's 8-10 yards downfield. So they convert the 3rd and 9. First down from Claremont's 45-yard line.
This is their power set again. Same play again.
Handoff to Burnett. Looked like he might have been pushed out of bounds.
Yeah, that's...
He was able to just stay in bounds. That's too bad because he was going to be tackled for maybe a 2-yard gain.
Which it should have been. I mean, you've got to make that play right there, or it turns into a big play like this. That's we got to stiffen up right now.
Well, that's where pursuit and gang tackling becomes important.
Right.
The initial defender had him almost stopped, hoping that the next guy would have pushed him out of bounds. Instead, it's a first down from the 27-yard line, 26-yard line of Claremont. Mayfair moving the ball down the field. Handoff to Burnett. Being chased by Brandon Cole. Brandon Cole showing his speed, showing his lateral speed, chasing down Burnett. He's going to gain a few yards. They're going to mark this at the 23-yard line. Gain of about 2 yards. That's going to bring up 2nd and 8. Maybe 2nd and 7.
Yeah. Quarterback keep again, so nice. That's a really good job by the defense staying home this time.
That was good outside contained by Anthony Brianna, the outside linebacker, number 10.
Yeah, great job rallying up. They're getting more than one hat on the football right now. That's good.
Yeah, good job of keeping Thomas from not bouncing that outside any farther and making the tackle.
Okay, another big play here.
Looks like about 3rd and 7 from the 23-yard line. And is this part of the field where the defense starts to condense? There's not as much open space, not as many soft spots. You're able to bring those corners and those safeties a little closer up to the line of scrimmage. Ball is snapped, but not before a whistle blows it dead. Referees are talking to each other. Doesn't appear to be a penalty or a timeout. They're going to restart the game clock. 5 minutes, 40 seconds left in this third quarter. Tomic keeps it himself. Dunphy had a beat on him in the backfield. It's a throw. It's a catch. That's a big gain of about 20 yards for the Monsoons. Caught by number 5, Jordan Fatolo. That's a big conversion for them on 3rd and 7.
That play he's wide open. That hurt right there.
That's a backbreaker play because Dunphy had pressure on him almost instantly in the backfield. Tomic was able to spin out of it.
First and goal for Mayfair.
So this drive taking them all the way down now to the 5-yard line of Claremont. Tomic scrolls to his right. He's going to keep it. No indication from the refs yet. It looked like he went in for the touchdown.
I didn't see them give him a score, but he looked like he went in.
I didn't see any of the refs put their hands up, but they're marking it for the PAT. So looks to be a touchdown for Mayfair.
Nobody signaled touchdown yet, but that is a touchdown. That was zone keep again with the backside pull.
Jump by the right side of the line there. That's going to be a penalty. Well, Tomic seems to have a knack for finding gaps, finding open spaces there when he scrambles.
Yeah, he's been a nemesis for us right now because that's the one player we have not stopped.
Kick seemed to be a little short-footed, but it's good through the uprights. Mayfair converts the point after try, adding 7 to their total with 5:21 left in the third quarter. 10-0 Monsoons.
Well, this is gut check time. I mean, the game's far from over. There's a lot of football left to be played right now, but we need to methodically drive this ball down the field and score. We have to put some points on the board. There's no time. It's not panic time, but we do need to establish a drive. And our defense needs to regroup, and they need to decide what they can do to stop their QB from his zone keeps with the counter blocking.
Well, it's similar to how the first half started. Mayfair had a good drive, ended up with a score, and then Claremont held him for the rest of it. Here, Campuzano brings the ball up to about the 24-yard line. And Claremont can score. Claremont has the weapons. They average 28 points per game. So it's not common for them to be in this position where they haven't scored yet in the third quarter. They have the offensive weapons. They've just got to put it together.
Yeah, they're going to need some of the magic from their QB's legs, I think, that we've seen.
So Giles in the shotgun again. He's got Brandon Cole running back to his right. Hands the ball off to Cole. Cole with a strong run through that right side. He's going to gain about 4 yards.
Yeah, he runs hard. He doesn't go down easy. Either does Campuzano. They're both really good running backs. We have a good 1-2 punch.
Let's go, step up!
So that brings up 2nd and 6 for Claremont. Similar formation. Now he's got Cole on his left. Handoff to Cole. He's got space on that right side. Good open field tackle by the Monsoons. Number 10, Jamarco Hunkin.
That's really a great play by number 10 because he's the only one there to make that tackle. And it looked like that play would go for some yardage, but that 10 filled in a heartbeat, made a sure tackle.
Yeah, there was a lot of space for Cole to run there. Ended up only gaining maybe 2 yards. So that brings up 3rd and 5. Big play here to keep this drive alive. It's a handoff to Campuzano. Nothing up the middle. He bounces off to his right, and he's going to get the first down. Great second effort by Caden.
Wow, what a great effort by him. Excellent cutback. He knew he was going to get hit, but he just sacrificed himself for that first down. Great job.
Well, they needed 5, and he got about 9 on that run. Key play in this drive. If this drive ends up moving down the field, that'll be a moment to remember of this drive, converting on 3rd and 5 with a run play. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 39, their own half of the field. Giles fake handoff. It's going to be a pass to Tyler Bay, the juggernaut.
There you go.
Tyler Bay makes contact at the 45, pushes 2 defenders 3 yards beyond that. They're going to end up with 2nd and 2 from the 37. No, make that the 47-yard line.
Excellent play action there. That, in that pistol full house set, they fake the power to that one to the right, send the fullback out in the flats on the left, and Giles did a great job of avoiding the sack and completing that pass.
Great job selling it, too. You expect Caden, you expect Giles, you don't expect a pass to the fullback. So here we go, 2nd. Nathan had an idea to run. He had space up the middle, and someone at the line tripped him up.
That was QB draw all the way. That was trips on one side, twins to the other side, so they were in an empty set. And that was a draw, QB draw, and he was one flicker arm away from probably going 25 yards down the field.
That play looked like it was going to be the home run hitter that Claremont needed to start this second half.
We scored on that play last week against Hart.
Instead, he gains a yard, brings up 3rd and short. And it's going to be a keeper. Giles keeps it himself. They needed a yard. He seems to be right there at the first down marker. It's going to be close.
It is.
They're standing right at the line to gain, and the referee is stopping. They might call for a measurement here. I don't know that I've seen this this season in any of our high school games. They usually, I call it referee math. They usually just round up to the nearest yard line.
Yeah,
but it's playoffs.
Yeah, this is going to be really close. This is going to be inches right here. Right now they're thinking of their 4th down play is what they're thinking. But they don't need to.
6 inches beyond the line of game, Claremont gets a first down. And you got to think Coach was going to go for it there on 4th down anyways. If it were 4th and short, he probably would have gone again.
Without a doubt.
So at the 49-yard line, Claremont gets a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10, 1 minute, 37 seconds left in the third quarter. Giles in the shotgun, 4 receivers. It looked like a fake rollout to his right. Instead, hands it back to Caden Campuzano. He's going to rumble ahead for about 14 yards.
Great call by Campy right there. That's a sprint draw. So he's sprinting out to his right. Campuzano, the running back, takes 1 jab step, stays there, and runs the draw back to the other side. Incredible. Good blocking by the line up front. Well done. That's
a great misdirection play. I even was watching Giles thinking he's going to scramble for it. And when you know you have a defense that's keying in on your running quarterback, that's a great play call.
Yeah, very good.
So 1st and 10, they break through to the other side of the field. Ball's at the 37-yard line of Mayfair. Anthony Alvarado in motion. It's going to be a handoff to Campuzano up the middle. Finds some space past that linebacker level. Good run on 1st down.
Yeah, and from up here, it looked like that ball squirted loose right at the end there, so I'm glad that wasn't a fumble. But that was straight zone give, and that's good blocking up front. You know, we didn't have a lead blocker on that, and he gained 6 yards. So far, good drive here.
Yeah, good drive. Slow, methodical. They're not getting it in big chunks, but they're moving the ball. Quick to the line of scrimmage. Got 3 receivers to the right.
Slipped.
And it's a handoff to Caden to the left side. An unfortunate slip on his inside foot. He tried to plant and turn on his inside foot. Instead, he slips. Falls down for, I think, no gain.
Yeah, we needed to pick up a few on that yardage to make it short yardage on the next play, but
you might have gotten a yard on it. That's going to bring up 3rd and 3 when we come back for the 4th quarter. Right now at the end of 3, 10-0 Monsoons. We should thank a few more of our sponsors: Telford Real Estate, Village Abbey, Anigan Ryan, LLC. Also want to thank Hot Homes, the Shapiro family, and the Claremont Place. Thank you for making your support known and helping out our Wolfpack football team. Oh, big shout out to the Claremont High School cheer team. They just installed my favorite cheer from back in the day. We got spirit. Thank you to the cheer team.
Big play there. We needed that first down to keep this drive alive and not settle for a field goal right here. So that's awesome.
It's a good conversion there by Claremont. They get another set of downs. Slowly moving this ball. And this is where the toughness and the conditioning of Claremont, that big offensive line of Claremont, they're able to push the defenders around, make some holes for the running game. 1st and 10 for Claremont at the 27. It's a handoff to Campuzano. Runs it to his left side, tries a cutback. Not anywhere to go. He's going to get a few yards out of it, but he just ran out of real estate.
Yeah, we're running trips to the right, a tight end to the left, and we're running zone give to that to our tight end side to the left, and they're doing a really good job of containing and keeping all gaps filled defensively. The Mayfair defense is pretty solid. But they can be pushed back with lead blocks and counter pulls and trap blocking. We've showed big success with those kind of plays.
Second and 8. He's got 4 receivers, 3 to his right. That's a fake handoff to Cole up the middle. He's got Leeper down the left side for a touchdown.
Oh, my. That's what we needed right there.
What a pass by Nathan Giles on the money to Zach Leeper. And Claremont got just what they needed. What an answer by Claremont on that drive.
Oh, yeah. Great route by Leeper. Ends up being wide open. He gets behind the defender. And a good, solid throw from Giles. Well done, guys.
Giles put that ball in exactly the perfect spot. When Zach made a cut, he was cutting in, then he cut out to his left. And if Giles had put it anywhere but over his left shoulder, it would have been too hard to catch. Giles converts the extra point himself, adding 7 to the board. And with 11 minutes, 18 seconds into the fourth quarter, 10-7, Mayfair.
Great drive by Claremont. We said that they needed to drive and score, and that's what they did. What a awesome job play calling by Campazano, and just the entire offense line, everyone converting every single play. That was a very impressive drive, and I think they got some new life in them on the sidelines right now. If we get a good 3-and-out or a really good defensive series here, you could see the momentum change right here.
Momentum is right. That was a great answer by Claremont, because Mayfair did that to us just a possession before. When they drove the field and scored 7, you kind of needed to say something back.
Exactly.
And so not only did we add 7 points to the board, but we also said to Mayfair and said to ourselves, we can score too. Kickoff, fielded by Mayfair. Not much resistance. He's able to bring that ball up to about the 30-yard line.
Yeah, that was a little shaky on our coverage there, but we made the tackle, which is good. Now it's showtime for our defense. You're in the fourth quarter. Only one team moves on. If you want to be that team, you got to win this quarter right now.
11 minutes, 11 seconds left in this game. Tight ball game, 10-7.
Great crowd. We have a great crowd here. We've had a great crowd all year, too.
We really have. That's been one of the best things that I've seen coming out of COVID is how our crowds have come back. So here's the handoff to the right side.
That's their misdirection. They're shifting their power back, their H-back, over to the left. That's making our defensive front shift over to stop that power, and they're running a counter back is what they're doing. And so we're going to have to read their lineman pull. I mean, even though their big fullback, H-back is shifting over there, they've got to have somebody stay home on the backside to be able to take on that power counter blocking that's coming back.
Yeah, Burnett had plenty of room to run on that play. Gained about 18 yards on that run.
Yeah.
So almost at midfield. 1st and 10 again for the Monsoons. Pounds back to pass. It's short.
That hit the ground.
And that ball is incomplete. He had his receiver open. The pass was just a little too short for Tanner.
I'm really glad the back judge saw that, because the official on the sideline was going to call it a catch. He just had a bad angle, but the ref in the back judge in the secondary, he saw it all the way.
That it's fortunate, because we've seen plays this season where at the high school level we don't benefit from instant replay or throwing the red challenge flag. What they call is what they call.
Yeah, there's nothing we can do about it when that happens, you know.
You can show them the game film on Saturday, but it won't make a difference.
No.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd and 10 for Mayfair. It's going to be a handoff to Burnett.
Nice.
And he is caught in the backfield. great pressure by number 89, Ryan Dunphy, coming in off that left edge.
Yeah, what a great play. I mean, he crashed off the left edge. You know, he wasn't thinking QB at all. Just went right after the handoff. That's a really good play. I would have them watch the quarterback keep, though, because once they see you doing that, they're going to keep it.
That's the danger of crashing in so hard, is that if he doesn't hand it off, then there's no contain on that left edge. But Dunphy does get the tackle for a loss. Monsoons lose 2 yards on that play. That's going to bring up 3rd and 12. Big play for the defense here.
Very big.
Claremont rushes 4.
Oh, he's
Mayfair
wide
looks
open.
to
There's
pass.
nobody there.
And the receiver was wide open. Jordan Fatolo found an empty spot in Claremont's secondary for a big pass play.
Well, that's what we call a blown coverage, and I'm just heartbroken for the DB that blew that coverage because he was 20 yards wide open. Nobody back there, so I don't know what miscommunication happened, but now we got to regroup hard.
And the only reason why it wasn't a touchdown was Fatolo had to stop and wait for the ball to get to him. Otherwise, he walks in.
Absolutely. A well-thrown ball, it's a touchdown easy. And as a defense right now, you're ticked that happened. You worked so hard. Now you got to regroup right now hard in the red zone.
We'll see if Claremont can turn the page. Start fresh with a new set of downs here. First down from about the 10 or 15.
Nice.
And great pack tackling there by Claremont. Tomic tried to keep it himself. Couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Yeah, about the 11-yard line.
They ran the quarterback trap coming back, and our defender stoned the trap block, so the trap wasn't there, and pursuit up the field was awesome. That's a great defensive play. We needed that right there. That's a good play.
That's a good answer back. After a big pass play like that, that's a good answer back by the defense. That's a well-disciplined defense to know that you got to forget that last play and focus on the one that you're doing now. So 2nd and 11 for the Monsoons.
Definitely looks like a passing set for them. It's a rollout.
Tomic keeps it. He finds the running back. That's Jake Snow, listed as a tight end. Tackled by Brandon Cole. They gain about 6 yards on that play. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Cole was supposed to be guarding him, but that was a basic bootleg, fake give, bootleg out, quarterback rolling out, and the back in the flat. And I don't know, but Cole made up with his speed to tackle him, but at the beginning, nobody was on him.
So 3rd and 5. Inside the 10-yard line. Big chance for Claremont to make a stop here, hold them to a field goal attempt. He brings his receiver in motion. Handoff to Burnett, and Dunphy. Mr. Dunphy is there to meet him as he receives the ball.
What a play off the backside again for Dunphy. He's made 2 of the biggest plays of this drive. Showstopper.
What a play by Dunphy. He was there at the mesh. I don't think Tomic had even let go of the football yet, and Dunphy was tackling Burnett. What a play on 3rd and 5 in the shadow of your own end zone.
That kept us alive because they kicked this field goal. They're up by 6.
And a touchdown puts you ahead.
Yes, it does.
Jordan Penn, number 15.
We do not want to jump off sides here.
Excuse me, as Victor Gonzalez, number 15, the senior kicker for Mayfair. He's going to try the field goal attempt after this timeout. Mayfair calls a timeout. I'm not sure what the timeout was for unless they were low on the play clock. I don't think they're rethinking their field goal attempt.
No, I don't know. I mean,
4th and 9. You can't imagine they're going for
I
it
think
here.
they need to kick here, because then we have to score to at least tie the game. And then kick an extra point. But if they go for it and don't get it, we tie the game with a field goal. We only have to get down. And Giles has a great leg.
He is.
I mean, he's really an amazing athlete. I mean,
he's a soccer player in the football uniform.
In all my years, I've never had my quarterback also be the kicker, the punter, everything. So,
and that's his soccer background.
Yeah.
You've had plenty of soccer players as kickers.
Yeah. We have, and we love them. But none of them were quarterbacks.
Right.
Well, there might have been one. There might have been a player named Taranko, I think, that might have played soccer. Here we go. This is it. Big time here. They are going for it.
So with the timeout, Mayfair does decide to go for it on 4th and 9.
Down here.
It's a pass play. There's some pressure on Tomic. He throws it. Pass is incomplete. Broken up by Caden Campuzano. Wow. Great defense by Claremont there.
And there is just an MVP type player, Caden Campuzano.
That looks to be the receiver, number 24, Max Mitchell for the Monsoons. He was the receiver on that play. He's also the Mayfair player down in the end zone right now. But what a stop by Claremont. Not only do they avoid the 3 points of the field goal, they get a turnover on downs.
Yeah, that was championship right there. That's what it takes to win a title, and that's what it takes to win a game like this, a quarterfinal game in Division 7 playoffs. So, but just looking at Campuzano, he's just what a player. Never comes off the field, plays both sides of the ball, carries the ball usually 30 times a game.
Yep.
And then comes up with a play like that.
And he does. He is a huge part of the team. As that play was developing, it looked like it should have been a touchdown. It was a great pass by Tomic. Mm-hmm. The receiver was in a position to catch it. And Campuzano, he got his arm in there and just broke up the play.
Yeah, I mean, we see all the time, even at major college, sometimes even in pros, where the ball's in the air and nobody makes a play on the ball. But here in a high school level game like this, Campuzano knocks that ball away in the split second.
Saves the points and gets the ball for Claremont. So Claremont takes over at their own 10-yard line. 5 minutes, 47 seconds left in this contest. They're going to try to drive this field and either tie it or go up.
Yeah, that was their pistol full house set with two blockers, two fullbacks in front of Campuzano. And Mayfair is ready for that. They're going to commit the 9 guys in the box to that set.
So no gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. Showing 4 receivers. 1 left, 3 to the right. Giles in the shotgun. He's going to drop back to pass. Looking for Campuzano on the wheel route. He got his receiver beat. And the pass is broken up. Pass was just a little underthrown. Had his receiver beat. That was Chaz Gilbreth able to make the defensive play, knock it out of Caden's hands.
That was actually well defended at the start of the play, but then Campuzano ran by him, and the ball just slightly underthrown. He gets a little more air on that ball. I don't know what happens there. It might be a big play.
I think Caden runs for a long time.
But that puts us at 3rd and 10 now, so we need a big play here. We need some magic from the feet of our QB.
Same formation as last play. It's going to be another pass play here.
Oh.
It's the old hook and ladder. Pass complete to Leeper, who tried to pitch it back to Caden, running a delayed wheel route, but the pitch wasn't quite there. Clock continues to run. It's going to be 4th down. They do get forward progress on the completions to Leeper.
That's interesting that they gave him that. It looked like he pitched back, so maybe he pitched back and it was only recovered there.
Pitch back. And the ball must have stayed in bounds, but maybe Caden had to jump on it.
There was a timing issue with that play right there, and it wasn't a bad call, to be honest with you. It's actually a really good call. You're on this hash mark, you're next to your sideline, so the other opposing coaches aren't yelling hook and ladder. It's a short ball side of the field here, and that's a perfect place to do a hook and ladder, but the spacing was just not there, and the timing. So if it would have been there, I think that could have been a big play.
Yeah, they were running through that play earlier today in practice. It looked good. Lieber was just a little anxious on his pitch. Caden wasn't quite up to him yet, and just wasn't able to hang on to it.
Well, without a doubt, this is a big play right here.
So 4th and 4, Claremont's in a punt formation. Mayfair does not have a punt returner back. They're just going to let the ball roll. They might be too worried.
Oh my God!
When the snap
That's
is
not
high,
what you want.
over the punter and out of the end zone. That's going to end up as a safety. Mayfair will get 2 points out of it. Claremont will have to free kick it.
Score, Mayfair 12, Claremont 7.
There's things that you just try to control. You try to, you know that these coaches are working on snaps and everything forever. I mean, forever and a day. And every once in a while at all levels, you get errant snaps, and that's part of the game. Somehow, some way, the staff has to tell these kids they got to overcome that. You got 4:29 left in the game. You're down by 5. So you kick off, you stop them, and you go down and score. I mean, that's what you got to do, and that's what they can still do. The game's not over. That was a hard mistake, but that can be overcome.
There's mental mistakes and there's physical mistakes. The physical mistakes are going to happen. It's not for lack of trying or lack of coaching. They just happen. So you really can't get too hard on the player about it.
No, and if you look at this scenario, oh my gosh, that's not what I really thought was going to happen.
Onside kick attempt, and it looks like Claremont has recovered. Boy, that caught us both by surprise.
Yeah, I thought they were going to kick deep and try to play some defense right there. And I think they might have got away with one. That ball might have been touched before 10 yards. So good for them. I couldn't tell. It happened. Just like all onsides, they're hard to see,
And again, without the benefit of replay,
yeah,
the call on the field stands.
That's great. Go Wolfpack. Here we go.
And if the long snapper were feeling bad, hopefully he feels a little bit better now, because Claremont keeps the ball, retains possession at their own 30-yard line. Giles is going to look to pass on first down. Great protection. They were rushing 4. Oh. And he had his receiver. The ball is dropped. That would have been a huge play for Claremont.
Yeah, I mean, he threw a good ball. It was right there. It should have been caught, but he did have a lane there, and
You're saying he could have ran for it, too?
Oh, he could have. He had one guy to beat, number 8, who's not their fastest defender out there, but there was a defender there, but I think Giles has way more speed than that defender has.
Well, he saw Campazano about 30 yards downfield.
Yeah, it was great. It was a good pass.
And he was open. So, second down, 10 to go. Giles rolls out to his right, similar to last time.
Yep.
Doesn't throw it. Gets run out of bounds. I think he's going to lose yardage on this play. Lost a couple. being pushed out of bounds. Clock stops. We got 4 minutes, 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's going to bring up 3rd and 12 for Claremont. Tough challenge here to convert this ball.
Well, I mean, not much time has clicked off. I mean, it's still 4 minutes left in the game.
Plenty of time left.
There really is. I mean, they could still, if they, we'll see what happens here, but.
Four receivers. Caden on the wheel route. The pass is complete to Alvarado. He gains 3 yards.
No, that's
not what they needed.
No. Now they're going to have to punt. But the problem is not only that, but the clock's running now, and they're not hurrying up here. They need to get the ball punted right away. We're losing a lot of time right now.
Castro the punter. No one back to return for Mayfield. It's a good snap and a good punt. This one's going to get a roll.
Down it right away.
So from their own,
there you go.
So from their own 30, they're able to punt it down to the opposite 27-yard line. 3 minutes, 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Mayfair start with the ball.
Yeah. Well, we're getting our chances here. You know, we had the errant snap that gave them the safety, but then we recovered the onside kick, and that was incredible. And we couldn't convert anything there. We had a drop ball on a 30-yard potential gain there. You know, that hurt. That drop ball hurts. But now we have another chance. We can come out and play some D here, shut them down. We got 2 timeouts left. Get the ball back with a little time left.
You got to think Mayfair is going to just give a heavy dose of run.
They're going to run the ball.
They're going to run the ball. They're going to burn the clock. And if Claremont can get a good defensive stop here, hopefully a 3 and out, they'll get the ball back.
Yeah.
That's
there goes Power on the first play. Oh, my goodness. That's not a good opener for us.
Heredia with a long 20-yard run. Gained 20 yards and stayed in bounds. We hit the 3-minute mark left in this fourth quarter.
We had no leverage on that play up there. They're running a power. It's like a stretch power. It's going off the edge, and we have nobody on the edge that's containing that. Or if we are, I can't see perfectly that the kid's cutting up inside, and nobody has that gap. But they're going to run the ball every play right now. They're going to milk the clock out. Quarterback is waiting for the back official to raise his hand and give him, there he goes, the 5-second count.
Working as much clock off as they can. It's going to be another handoff to Heredia. Similar play to last time. And he stays inbounds on the tackle. That keeps that clock moving. Gain of 9 on the play.
Oh, my. Yep, that's.
Claremont takes a timeout. Claremont timeout, that leaves them with 1 timeout left in the game. It's going to be 2nd and 1 from Claremont's 44-yard line.
It's a tough scenario right now. You need to make something happen in the backfield. It's 2nd and 1, so they have a very good chance of getting a first down and a new set for 4 more downs and the game's over. We have 1 timeout left, so we somehow need to make a play in the backfield here. We need to get like a Dunphy play. Somebody, if I'm Heil, I'm dialing up a blitz, a run blitz, bringing everybody we've got to try to stone these guys in the backfield. Call another quick timeout, and then it's 3rd down. Do the same thing. That's our only chance right now.
Claremont showing a 5-man front. The middle linebackers staying back for the moment. Pressure. They run a similar play to last time to Heredia. He's able to get 3 yards and the first down. So I didn't see the pressure necessarily that you were talking about there.
No, we didn't have it. They were willing to give that first down up. They had 4 DBs. They weren't in a cover 0 package, meaning you're not going to have any free safeties or anybody. I mean, if I'm them right now, I'm in a cover 0. That means corners are matched up man to man, and I'm bringing 9 bucks after them.
Both safeties up the line.
But both safeties are still off the ball. There's 2 down here with 1 receiver. There's a safety where there's, you know what I mean? He's 15 yards deep. They're not going to play action this. If they do, oh well, you need to stop the run, because that's what they're doing is running the ball.
And it is a run. Run to the right side. I believe by Heredia again.
That's their last timeout, I believe.
Timeout called by Claremont. Tyler Bay with that tackle after a gain of about 3 or 4. That's Claremont's last timeout. Down by 5. 1 minute, 21 seconds left in the game.
You know, I just have a feeling here that they've kind of let this game get away from them. They definitely had a chance to be victorious in this game, and now with no timeouts left and it's only second down, the game is over. They can knee this clock out, victory formation, and there's nothing we can do. But yeah, there was nothing else going to happen but a running play.
So they hand it off one more time.
Burnett, the ball carrier. Gets it across the 35 to 34-yard line.
Burnett with another run. The safety, Camposano, on the tackle. That brings up third down, about 3 yards to go, and we hit the 1 minute mark left in the game.
Mm-hmm.
3rd and 3. From the 35-yard line.
And Mayfair simply downs the ball. 24 seconds left in the game. Mayfair is happy to let the clock run out, celebrate on their side of the field. And as time expires, players shake hand at midfield. Final score, the Mayfair Monsoons 12 to Claremont Wolfpack 7.
Final score for tonight's game. Mayfair Monsoons 12, Claremont Wolfpack.
You know, as a team, though, you're going to be really proud of the Wolfpack team. They won a league championship. That they can't ever take away. That's going to go up on their wall forever. And they made it to the second round, the quarterfinals, and really they were every bit as good as the other team, which was the #1 seed in the whole division.
They were.
And they could have beaten that team and taken over the #1 seed, but they don't have anything to hold their heads down to. They played hard football, and they were really well coached, and they should be proud of themselves. But this one got away from them. I think they could have won this game.
Mayfair was a good team. They had a lot of talented players on that side, a lot of big guys. Well coached, well disciplined. They seemed to be able to match everything we threw at them today, and the score shows it was a defensive battle.
It is, and they played great defense. I give them a lot of credit. They played really good defense. They took all our big plays away, and we did too until the very end. We just didn't stop the run good enough. So great job. Look forward to seeing guys next season as well.
Big fit to both of the defenses. Both teams, they scored 27, 28 points a game on average. So both defenses did their jobs tonight, holding them. But once again, your final score, the Mayfield Monsoons 12, Claremont Wolfpack 7. Congratulations to the boys of the Claremont High School football team on a successful season, winning the league championship, 3-0, undefeated in league. We want to thank you for listening to tonight's game and supporting Claremont football. Until next season, go Pack.